All right, so welcome to today's Linguist Talk. Today we're going to dive into why children learn language easily. So we always kind of hear that kids are sponges, right? They learn languages so much easier. And I'm sure some of us have even heard it's impossible to learn a language later on in life compared to how children do it. So what we're going to do is talk about why they learn languages easier and how we can learn from children to improve our SLA, our second language acquisition, or even third and fourth language acquisition. So there are five main reasons why children are better language learners than us. Their brain composition is just more apt to learn the complexities of language when they're growing up. They have more developed or underdeveloped systems that are more apt to learn. They have nothing but time. So the average adult, when we try and pick up a new habit or a new skill, we'll give it 20 to 100 hours of learning time. And then if we don't feel comfortable with it, we quit. Children, on the other hand, babies specifically, have 3 years until they're expected to mutter sentences. So 3 years of straight time compared to 20 to 100 hours. Obviously, children are going to have a better outcome than we humans do. We adults do. They're also fearless. So children are blessed in that they don't have the expectations of adults, right? We fear making mistakes, especially in front of others, whereas children don't have that fear, right? Children will go in head first trying something new just for the fun of it or just because they want to do it. Adults, we have a real fear of looking silly, looking foolish, so that fearlessness is one of the reasons why children are able to learn a language faster. They're willing to make mistakes when needed, which helps with overall language development. For them, communication is a necessity too. So they need to learn how to communicate, to tell mom, I want some milk, or dad, I want some food, or cousins, I just went to the bathroom, right? So for them, it's a necessity to learn how to communicate. It's high stakes. They need to learn to communicate their ideas. Compared to us adults, we know how to communicate, especially if we're, in our own country with our target language. There is no overemphasis on learning this or using this language because it's not a necessity. Then comprehensible inputs. They are constantly receiving input, right? There's constant input coming in for children compared to adults, again, where you are living in your country with your native language, your target language. You're not necessarily getting that at all times, but children are. So these are the main reasons why babies, young children, learn languages better than adults do. How can we use this, though, as adults to better learn language? And I have a couple of important points to hit. So the first kind of thing that we can adopt is persistence. Like I said earlier, 20 to 100 hours, and adults are likely to quit something they don't feel fully comfortable with. If you stick with it for 3 years, I can guarantee you your language ability will improve. Your second language ability will improve. Third language, fourth language, whatever it is. But if you quit after 100 hours, unless you're a super genius, you're never going to learn a second, third, fourth language, whatever it is. So persistence is obviously, I would say, the most important aspect or thing that we can pick up from children. Second is making mistakes. Throw any confidence you have out the window, right? Learning a second language, trying to communicate in a second language will humble you like you've never been humbled before. But these mistakes are necessary to make in order to learn a language. You can't come in and expect to be 100% perfect, 50% perfect even. So be comfortable with making mistakes. That's where you need to put yourself. Immersing yourself if possible. So above, they have the necessity to communicate, which is one of the reasons why babies learn languages. And young adults or young children learn languages better. If we can immerse ourselves, now there's not the comfort of, well, I can fall back on my native language. Now it's the necessity of, oh, they're not going to understand that I don't know how to get to the gas station unless I can convey that to them in their language. So immersing yourself is a great way to kind of jumpstart or speed ahead any language learning that you want. And then comprehensible input, there's videos on it, there's titles, it's everywhere online. Comprehensible input, incredibly important. I+1. Put yourself in a position where you're not just getting content in your native language, in your baseline level, but pushing yourself one step further. All right, so these are lessons that we can use from babies, from young children to learn a second language. Any questions, any comments, anything you disagree with, feel free to drop down below. Have a good rest of your day.